name is Bart Smyth, and I welcome you to watch my video. This is going to be an introduction to me and a little brief explanation of my history and what you'll receive at the course. More information, you can go to my website www.bartsmyth.com and see what's possible, as a client coming to get worked on, or B, being a student. And these courses are designed to guide you or give you the tools to work on yourself and your family. And if somebody has the vision to be a professional therapist, my intention is to provide the best information possible for you to be successful at that, and I have other courses and trainings that I do to support that process. I came to this work out of necessity. I was in a car accident and injured, and this was the first time that I wound up having to take medications in my life. I had to take pain medication because of the pain was so bad, and I did that. Now, when I stopped the medications, I read what these pills were doing or would do to your liver. I stopped, and the pain was still there. This led me to train differently. It led me to seek out acupuncture, massage, Feldenkrais, shiatsu treatments. I changed my diet. I went into psychotherapy, and my whole life changed. And the result of that was I got much better and was much more involved in my own life. Before, I was just really involved in my career and getting the job done, and I had to stop, and I had to stop and take a look at every aspect of my life and change what wasn't working and seek out what did work. This was alternative, quote unquote alternative, yet it's the natural way, and it's the way that worked for me. And with this path I chose, I also, as I was getting better, I chose to study all the methods that I was using to get well. I became a massage therapist, acupressurist, shiatsu practitioner. I was part of the Bay Area sports massage team in San Francisco. I was part of a clinical group that took therapies to the HIV community in San Francisco, working with diet, and of course the therapies that we all brought. We had many different, from mainstream medicine to as alternative as you could get. And this was very interesting to watch the different valuable circumstances evolve out of the therapies with the individuals that we worked with. I moved to Las Vegas and began my own therapy business and Tai Chi schools. I met Dr. Yuen at the convention center where we both were presenting, and he invited me to his presentation. I went, and in that presentation I witnessed Dr. Yuen work on a gentleman who had a much worse spinal injury than I had, and it was 6 years later and I was still in pain. Not terribly painful, but I was restricted in some moves in my martial arts practice. Dr. Yuen had this gentleman in a pain-free, total, full range of motion from ruptured discs in the neck within a matter of minutes. And of course, this caught my eye and interest. I was invited to come and get a treatment with him. I flew to Los Angeles, and I did get treated by Dr. Yuen. And really from that point on, my whole life changed. What he assisted me with and what I saw and learned in that one session confirmed many things in my life, and also opened up new doors. In my own therapy business in Las Vegas, I took my work into my schools. Training with Dr. Yuen, I took this method, the Yuen method, into my schools and with my clientele. And pretty soon my clientele base was dwindling quite rapidly because everybody was getting well. And all aspects, the psychotherapy clients, the emotional situations that I worked with, addictions, and physical traumas, I had a wide range. I addressed everything in my clientele with my clientele because that's what I learned to heal in my own situation. Anyway, my clientele list dropped because people got well, and then pretty soon I had a lot more clientele coming, and I started getting invited to different cities and soon Europe. And I've been working in Europe since 1995 and teaching the method with Dr. Yuen's permission since 1995. I continue to train. I continue to work on myself daily. I'll speak about things that I've done for myself. You can go to my website again to see what clients have shared. Yet, 2 years ago we came back to Sweden and I blew my knee out skiing. I used to be a professional skier, and I taught one race team out of Los Angeles when I was 19 in college. I hit some rocks then skiing, and I injured my knees, and Tai Chi had healed them. Tai Chi is extremely powerful for the lower structures and knees and foundational body parts. But this time I'd been in an accident where I'd injured my right knee, and I thought it was okay, and I took this jump here in Sweden and boom, blew the knee out, and actually worked on it. I had Dr. Yuen work on it. I was doing better, and within 6 weeks, without surgery, everything was going well. And I slipped on the ice again, and I blew it out, and I hit my head extremely hard. And what I did was I stopped, and I had to stop, but I stopped, and I have rebuilt my knee, and I can do my Tai Chi. I can go all the way down on one leg and the injured leg and come back up. I have worked on my structure for many injuries I've had in my life, and I'm always amazed when it works well on me too, and I work on myself. I'm always amazed with what happens with this method with my clients. It's fascinating. It's fantastic. It's even though I've done it for 17 years, it's still it's new, and it's always growing. Dr. Yuen's always growing. I'm always growing, and in these course weekends, I deliver the method, and the method is something that's really quite basic to learn. It's working with your biocomputer and accessing the information in a simple method. You can use muscle testing similar to kinesiology, but it grows into a sensitivity that you'll gain in the course too. And what I mean by that is you'll be able to sense weakness in people the further you go with this method, and be able to correct it on the spot. And we go to what I call the mainframe computer, the biocomputer, and make the adjustments and corrections in the information there, which is different than everything else I trained in. I also trained in kinesiology, homeopathy. I've trained in every other energetic method that comes down the road. I go and I train at least the basic course, and I investigate. I want to see what's coming out. And whether it's because I've mastered this method, I come back to this method. I enjoy what I learn. There's great men and women out there doing many different things now. I come back to this because I can get everything I need done with this, as far as well, on all levels. And I also have other trainings that I work with that I've developed to support this, but really this method is working with your central computer, so you get the benefits on all levels, meaning physical, mental, emotional, psychological, psychic, and spiritual levels, and all these combined. So for me to rebuild my knee after 2 major blowouts, and I've had quite a few traumas in my life, I've just again completed this over the last 2 years, and in doing so I've gained a lot more access to myself. And again, this is one of the beauties and the excitement that I come with, and I like to share with people, because this method not only is, as I said, you can build a career out of this, but every day you can access what you need to access to strengthen yourself for the daily life activities and life's adventures and endeavors. In the weekend, I make sure that everybody knows the method and are comfortable with the method. We give you a lot of information. The book is quite well put together. It's been refined over many years now. I tell people you get in one weekend what took us maybe 6 to 10 weekends, really, as far as information. And at a fraction of the cost, of course, because we had all the travel, hotels, and course costs back then. But everything, just as our laptops get smaller, and what am I talking about? You have phones that are doing what our home computers couldn't do. So everything's getting more refined, more compact, and easier to give to the student. Yet there's a lot of information, and my intention in the course is to make sure that you feel comfortable and confident that you can make this work for yourself and friends that you want to start working with. Of course, if you're a therapist already, and you, like I was, then this can just dovetail in and come in and be part of your toolbox. As mine did, it encompassed all my tools and took over, yet I still rely sometimes on other therapies. I like to have a variety of opportunities to assist people, and certain people move faster. And I actually, as I said before, I bring these informations in on other courses. What we will be doing during the weekend is I'll be working with each person individually that wants to come up, and also I work on the group all weekend to assist the whole process. You'll be working with other students. You'll have other students working on you. And again, my promise and my guarantee is that you do know this. So when you go home, although we give you a lot of material, you'll know the basic moves and how to get through that material and develop on your own at home, in your own practice. I thank you for watching the video. I look forward to seeing you in our course. Thank you.